Well, fitin10, it is day 70. It is the final day of fitin10. And as I mentioned on day 1, this challenge goes by super fast. And if you remember, I said, before you know it, I'll be saying it's day 70. And of course, here it is. And it went by fast, did it not? 10 weeks is not a long time. 10 weeks is not a long time at all. All right. I want to get right into some questions because we've got a lot of questions and comments. So here we go. Here is the topic. Name something specific you need help with. This person says, I think my plan is to sign up for a membership for July and August. I've been so grateful the gym's open, especially when my other hobbies are still shut down. I feel like I have learned so much over the last few months, but I'm still not super confident in my own ability to do effective self-directed workouts in the gym or at home alone, although I am way further along than before. That's the key, right? I don't want to be dependent on gyms forever, but I'm not really sure what fit looks like without a gym. All right, so let me just say something here. I think it's always a good idea to be part of a gym setting because you have access to all the equipment. Primarily, the most important things are barbells, dumbbells, bench, and cage. You can do everything with that, all your basics. But one thing I would say to you is that you don't always need direction. What I would suggest is eventually evolving to do things on your own, but checking in with somebody on a somewhat regular basis. So like every 3 or 4 weeks, or buy stay at our gym, either do the classes or buy a 10 class pass and just pop in every now and then and get a refresher on some of these movements, okay? This person also says, should I have been taking more notes? Do you recommend keeping a journal of our exercises and weight amounts? Any recommendations on how to organize this? Yes, 100%. You should definitely be taking notes. Going by memory is never a good idea. Same thing applies to food, right? So I would totally make notes. I would just get well, you could use your phone. I use my phone actually. But actually I prefer, paper and pen. The downfall is, of course, you spill something on it, you lose it, it tears up. So it's not really the, longevity wise, it can get pretty battered. So I'd probably use your phone. You don't need anything special. Just mark down what you're doing. Mark down the date, mark down the time. You can mark down maybe some things about yourself like I didn't sleep well or didn't eat before this workout or whatever. Just some general comments that you think are important, and then write down the workout that you did, and that's all you need to do, okay? That's really, really important. Ways to organize an exercise journal. So just like I mentioned, I know it sounds like I'm not really saying too much, but really that's all you need. That's it. Just mark down what you're doing in the gym, okay? Like I said, with a few comments about some specifics either the night before or the day of that you think might have had some bearing on your workout, good or bad. Our class times. So additional comments. Our class times pretty much the same for July and August. Yes, they are. Are there any closures, vacations, or other instructors taking over classes? Not yet. Okay, we are looking to hire one person. And I'm going to be very strict with this person, okay? So it's not like I'm going to throw somebody in there willy-nilly, okay? Name something specific you can improve. This is for a different person. Name something specific you can improve upon for the following week. Less carbonated drinks. Okay, carbonated drinks aren't a big deal, by the way, okay? Name something specific you need help with. I'm sure someone's already asked this. How do I know what my macros will be after the challenge is completed? Okay, so I already talked about this quite a bit. I'll just quickly say this. I will talk about this more in the finale, okay? We're going to run the finale not the following weekend, but the weekend afterwards. A lot of people are away next weekend, so that's why we're going to run it the following weekend. So I'll talk about it then, but just think of it this way. Just look at where you are today, and then look at what you want to achieve, and then make some small changes based on that. Now, I realize that may not be the most helpful advice, but just remember, look at where you are today, look at where you want to go, okay? What you want to achieve going further. Maybe it's just maintaining. Ask yourself, what have the changes been over the last 3 to 4 weeks, and have you been consistent? Okay, and then either don't make a change or make a small change, one way or another. Okay, primarily to your energy sources. Okay, and it's really that simple. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say on that. Is sparkling water, regular period, bad for me? No, it's not. Don't worry about it. You can drink it. It's not really going to have an effect. It's somewhat acidic, but it's not really that acidic. Okay, there's many foods that are much more acidic. This person says, name something specific you can improve upon for the following week. I'm eating within my macros, feeling a bit hungry and a bit lethargic during the day. So I know these. So I know things are working. A little more fat is needed. Usually a bit low on that. Name something specific you need help with. I was going to ask about aftercare in the next challenge, but you already answered them. Anything you'd like me to cover in the following week's videos? Nothing specific, but I look forward to them every day. My wife calls them Mark's moments. I kind of like that. Additional comments. I can't wait for my results Sunday. Even my wife, who sees me all the time, so it's harder for her to see the changes, usually has seen big differences in me. Okay, that's great. So grateful to have this challenge during this time, especially. Thank you. I'm very happy to know that you are grateful. It makes me feel like I am doing something to help you. Okay, so it's nice to hear that. Name something specific you can improve on for the following week. So this is something different, obviously. Keep working on my meal planning. Name something specific you need help with. I've been getting dizzy spells when I stand up quickly. A couple of occasions I've had to take a knee. Blood sugar, something you've come up against before. It could be blood sugar, could be blood pressure. Okay, so maybe you want to increase your sodium. But I'd like to know when this is happening. Is there a time, like is this early in the morning? Is this before you eat? When is this after exercise? So, is there a rhyme and a reason to it? Okay, or at least a rhyme, and then we can figure out the reason perhaps. Okay, let me know about that. Well, I guess you're not sending me any more feedback. Come and talk to me. Okay, is there anything you would like me to cover in this week's video series? Just let us all know when and where to have the challenge ending buffet. Hey, that sounds great. Do you guys want to go for dinner? I'm all for that. I guarantee you I will eat out any of you. It's probably not a good challenge, though. That's not really a good challenge to be having as part of this challenge, or after the challenge for that matter. Okay, here we go. Last one. Name something specific you can improve upon for the following week. I had birthday cake. Okay, yeah, that's probably not the best. Name something specific you need help with. Trying to hit my heart rate seems to be tough on the spin bike. Turned up the resistance and only hit 145, according to Apple Watch. I was dead tired though. Okay, dead tired, that's important, okay, because you're pushing your body. So that's good. Listen, if you're not getting that heart rate, because that heart rate is really hard to get to in 20 seconds, so some of you just aren't going to get there, especially if you're in better shape. Just as long as you're pushing yourself pretty much as hard as you can go, that's the important thing. All right, 5 things I'm grateful for. This is good. Somebody sent it in. Friends and family, especially during this time. Access to convenience to anything I want. Shit, almost 9 minutes here. Amazon Prime, ! My education, somewhat injury-free, other than small nagging issues, no torn ligaments, no broken bones, no debilitating diseases. Number 5, my dog, she is the best. All right, thank you very much for that. And so listen, let's get to the message of the day. And you know what? Really, it is 2 messages I have for you, and they are 2. Well, one is one of my favorites, and one of them really sums up this whole challenge. Although, well, sort of sums it up, okay? All right, so it's my favorite one. You guys have heard me say this once before, and it's really something that you can just apply to your whole life. And this really hits me because, I'll be honest with you, and without talking about myself too much, there are certain aspects of my life that I'd like to improve more on. And sometimes I think, man, I'm 40, well, I'm 41. And I'm like, I just feel like it's too, like, you don't consciously think this, but subconsciously think it was just too late. But it's never too late. The reality is it's never, ever too late, okay? And in many ways, I will say to you that I've been a late bloomer for certain things in my life. So the saying goes like this: don't forget, you can start late, you can start over, you can be unsure, you can act differently, you can try and fail many, 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 many times. And after all that, you can still succeed. You can still be successful in whatever endeavor you are striving towards. Okay, so remember this. Well, I don't want to go off on too much of a tangent here, but just remember, just think of every point in time as a starting point. Really, that's the way you have to think about it. But too often we're sort of almost, to some degree, I almost feel like, at least with myself, that you're dictated on what's going to happen in the future, that your future is largely dictated by your past. And to some degree it is. Obviously it's the path that you're taking, but you're never stuck to your past, right? Your past certainly doesn't define you, okay? You can always change that. Okay, and here's the one for the challenge. It's really simple. You don't have to be extreme to achieve results. You just have to be what? Reasonable and consistent. Now, I will add to this that for this challenge, there was a little bit of extremity. There was extremity in terms of your energy sources being lowered. But that's because we only have 10 weeks, okay? In the grand scheme of your life, your diet should be a little bit higher in calories, really. And the key is to exercise moderately, okay? Like what we're doing for this challenge is exercising moderately, okay? It's not high, it's not low, it's moderate. And then just being consistent with it. That is the key. That is the key. But oftentimes people want to go through these phases where they're extreme and they see a lot of results, and then they want to go to another extreme after it's done. Okay, that is not what you want to do, okay? If you want to try to maintain this, whatever ideal you have in your mind. So you need to find some happy medium and be consistent with that. Okay, that's really what it's about. Okay, and that's really, hopefully the message that you get from this challenge. That is really, really key. And, I think it's a healthy mindset to go by. And it's an achievable. It's achievable, okay? It's a daily achievable thing. But you have to do it, right? You have to do some virtually every day, okay? You have to do something, okay? And but it doesn't have to be extreme, okay? Consistent and reasonable. That's my message for you. I can't say submit and commit because I guess it's already done. So I will see you for your scan, and always remember, positive energy, positive vibes. Believe in yourself, and for the love of God, give me some gratitude. Give some gratitude. You don't have to give it to me. You can if you want. Still, you can send it to me. I'll be more than happy to read it. Give some gratitude. It's good for you. It's good for your heart. It's good for your mind, and you'll be that much happier for it. Okay. Day 70 done, and I will see you guys all soon. See you guys.